Hey guys, y'all come on in. Say hey. I'm cleaning up a tragic mess. Nasty. Alright, I can make it with this one, I think. So y'all come in, say hey, let me know you're here. And we're going to get going in just a little bit. Alright, now I had that green paint and I figured it would be dry. And I laid my project down and it went right down into the green paint. Gross, gross, and gross. So, let me get my comments pulled up so I can see y'all. And there's Miss Charlotte. How are you doing? Boy, I'm off center, am I not? There we go. Hey, y'all can't see me. Hey, Melanie. How are you? I hope y'all are doing good. I hope everybody has had a spectacular Sunday. Hey, thank you, Miss Krista, for sprinkling me out. I appreciate you. All right, so today I am in the Mischievous Crafty Friends group, and that would be Miss Krista's group, and I appreciate her having me. Today is Halloween, and there's more moving parts to this, so it's not just this little thing, but it's a little jack-o'-lantern witch, and we're just gonna paint on it. Hey, Alicia, there's Miss Wanda. Okay, so I'm going to paint my pumpkin, of course, orange. Or I thought about painting it like a cream color, but I think I'm going to paint it orange. And then we will paint the hat. I thought, what do y'all want to do? Purple and black or lime green and black? Y'all let me know in the comments. Purple and black or lime green and black. Because you see our hat, it has like little lines in it. So, what would y'all rather see? Hey, Miss Susan. There is Miss Carol Ruth DeFreeze. Miss Carol Ruth, come in as your page, girl. She is up after me. So, if y'all don't know Miss Carol Ruth, she is Carol Ruth's Creation Station. And y'all will love her. She's precious. And then before me was Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creations. And y'all, I'm going to just tell y'all what, that little gourd witch she did, that was adorable. I loved it. I was fixing to say, oh no, it's not coming out. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Natalie. Miss Lisa's in the house. All right, I got to vote for purple and black. Who else? Hey, Anna. Anna, it's been 3 weeks since I've seen you. Brittany, how did I know you were going to choose purple? And Miss Krista says lime. She's our first lime vote. There is Queen Bee's Bits and Bobbles. Moving parts, are you being supervised by your handsome assistant? No. I'm mad at him. We won't go there. Hey, Denise. Dennis, I'm sorry. I can't even read. I think that would be Cindy, not Dennis, right? All right, good. I'm glad you're here as your page now. I never mind y'all coming on as your page. And if y'all see anybody in the comments that y'all aren't familiar with, then definitely go and give their page a look-see when I'm done. Shelly, how are you doing? Miss Shelly posted earlier that she needed some prayers. She was in the ER. How are you doing, girlie? I sent those prayers a-sailing. Zoe is doing good. It's taken all week to get there, but she is much better. But y'all, I'm going to just tell you, I never knew that dogs had vertigo. And they said being that she's so old, she's 13, that they feel like that's why it hit her so hard. But y'all, she's still not 100% by any means. And they said that it could take 3 or 4 weeks. I'm like, what? Hey, Pink Butterfly. That's Miss Becca, my friend. How are you doing, sweet lady? I I hadn't done a lot today, y'all. I'll be honest with you. I took a nap earlier. I was so bored. It was one of those days when we were supposed to go to the lake, and that didn't happen. We're gonna have fun in here. Yeah. Hey, I was doing some butter earlier, Brittany. I thought about you because that stuff got to popping and snapping. I'm like, Lord have mercy. You're doing better wearing a heart monitor for 2 weeks, year and a half. So, oh my goodness. Well, I will definitely keep you in my prayers, y'all. Miss Shelley in the comments. Keep her in your comments that her heart, in your prayers that her heart problems will subside. Hey, Debbie. I hope everybody, like I say, had a good day. And tomorrow is Monday and a new week. So whatever happened last week's last week. We'll have to go into a different one with an open mind. Karen Brock, how are you doing, madam? I hope you are having a good day. If y'all had dinner yet, I just ate. I finished up my dinner while I was finishing up watching Miss Sandy's burlap and I can't think of the name of that. Burlap and bling. I keep wanting to say that and then I think I'm wrong. You're doing great. Hey, Miss Cindy. And there's Mel. I hope y'all are doing good. I was trying to think of what else. I hadn't done anything this weekend, y'all. I've been real boring. No, not because I wanted to be. Some weekends are just that way. You had breakfast for dinner. Y'all, I keep saying, look, I got to put that little brush. I wish I had my alcohol in here. I would show y'all. But that little brush right there, I guess it got left out. And the paint is all dried up on it. So I'm going to leave it laying out. And I will put it in some alcohol and show y'all. I was looking for my little container. I don't see it either. Goodness. Fatima's in the house. I just saw you, girl. No, you're not chopped liver. I don't like liver. I wouldn't let you be here. Oh, we would run you off. Would be like chopped liver. No way. Hey, Janelle. How are you, girl? Oh, my goodness. All my friends are here. Well, like I say, I'm going to be on a couple of times on late in the evenings coming up. I posted my calendar. So y'all will have to go and check that out for the week. So I did a few little work things and I was tired of working. I'm like, I'm just going to lay down. Sometimes when you get mad, that's the best thing to do. Hey, Paula. Is just take a nap. What happens when you're a kid and you having a bad day? You get put in nap time. I put myself in nap time. It's time to go take a nap. Zoe went with me. She said she was going with her mama. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna get comments pulled up over here because y'all are probably talking and I'm not even seeing it. Let me make sure. Turn down. You got paddled. Ooh. Well, my mama used to make us pick hickories. Who had to pick their own hickories when they were little? I did until. Are y'all familiar with the little, it's a bush and it has, hey Nancy, thank you for sharing, Cindy. It has really good hickory branches in it, but it also has like these little white flowers. They're about that big and about that big around. And it has hundreds of those little flowers on it. I don't even know what you call the bush. And the bees absolutely love that bush. Well, when we were bad, you loved it when you got sent to your room. Now no one will send you there. I know, right? But, my mama would always make us go and pick our own hickories. And if you picked the one that wasn't substantial enough, you had to pick 2 more. I'm like, I would always just pick a decent one. And y'all, she would make you just know you were getting beat to death with that hickory. She would peel it. Just looking at you. Like, do it again. So she made me go pick my hickory. And I undoubtedly didn't pick one to the suiting. I had to go back and pick another one. And she's like, you just need to get up in that bush and get one out of the center. I want a good one this time. So I went back for the good one. And I had a bee get down in my shirt. Yeah. I'm allergic to bees. So, you know, I don't know about y'all, but back in those days, my mama didn't drive. My mama had no interest in a driver's license until I got mine. And so my daddy worked second shift. He had to come home from work to take me to the hospital because I'm swelling up like a balloon. You know, you didn't call the ambulance either. You're just like Karen Dyson over here swelling up like a balloon. And so I had all of these stings. I really think there was probably more than one bee down in my shirt the way I got stung. But I had stings all over me. And, you know, the sting hurts bad enough, but when you're allergic to it and you start swelling and all of that, it's even worse. But they knew I was allergic to bees. But I had to go up in that bush and get that hickory anyway. I thought my daddy was going to hurt her, y'all. He was like, she is never to pick a hickory again. Hey, Jen with She's Crafty USA. You love my shirt. I love ghosts. Anything with a ghost on it, I'm there for it. And, but I made my little shirts last year. I've got to find my purple one. I found this one because today I'm in the Mischievous Crafty Friends group. And I don't know why, because I don't know anything about being mischievous, y'all. Krista, don't laugh. Oh, you did the bee boogie. I did the bee boogie. I was coming out of that shirt. Close your eyes, neighbors. But, so I never had to pick my own hickories anymore. That was a good thing. But I won't even tell y'all about the punishment I got after that, because it probably was child abuse. You look back on it now and you're like, that really could not have been good. Oh my word. Hey, Miss Done By Me, how are you doing? Hey, Julie, Tawana is in the house. That's what your grandma used to do. You know, the part where she peeled that hickory was the worst. That would sting. Oh my gosh, that would sting. But I won't ever forget the first time she got me with that dang hickory like that after she had peeled it. I was little. And I had like little whelps all over my legs. Because the peeled hickory hurts. And so I went in the house and I got the pack of Band-Aids. And everywhere I had a welt, I had a Band-Aid. Because, you know, Band-Aid makes everything feel better, right? Well, then I thought I was going to get hurt for using up all the Band-Aids. Well, don't whip me. I was fine. Y'all probably sitting there thinking, boy, you were rough. You were a bad kid. I wasn't. You had a similar experience with a bee getting out of the pool when your kids were teens calling you, it's on you, Mom. Oh, no. That would be bad. Well, when we had our swimming pool, I'll tell you what the most traumatic thing for me is I got in that thing one day, and it was above ground pool. I didn't want anything that I couldn't get rid of when I was done with it. So we did the above ground pool. And I was swimming around in that thing, and everybody else is getting ready to get in. I looked down, and y'all, there is a frog stuck to my arm. Woo, and I couldn't get it off. It wasn't like I could go. It was one of them that had like the little suction cup feet. Y'all, that was rough. I thought I was going to have a heart attack because I don't like frogs. I mean, I don't mind watching them hop around the ground, but I don't want them touching me. But that thing was on me. And I wouldn't get in the swimming pool for the longest time after that. I'd make them go in and look for them because they'd get up in the skimmer basket. But I will tell y'all, if you got a swimming pool, be real careful because our neighbors behind us, they do have an in-ground swimming pool. And they were getting ready to go to North Carolina or Virginia. They were going to Virginia, I think. And he decided before they left that he was going to check the chemicals in the swimming pool and clean out the skimmer and do all that stuff. Because, when you have a swimming pool, that's work. I mean, it really is. And so he did that. And he felt something on his hand. He thought he got stung by a bee. Because, bees, the skimmer basket is like the breeding ground for the bees. They all get into there and they go around and around until they finally go out. Hey, Miss Mary Brill. And so they leave. Well, as they're going up, they're going through North Carolina, he starts getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And finally, his wife is like, he's almost incoherent. She's like, we're going to the hospital. Well, she couldn't find a hospital, so they just pulled over and called, for 911. The fire trucks and stuff came. And he'd been bit by a copperhead. I can't believe he made it as long as he did. But it had gotten into the swimming pool and was in the skimmer basket, like up around the top. And they found the snake. It was still in the basket. And, but he almost died. I was like, ooh. Well, our pool was already gone by then. Because after Blake went to college and all the kids in the neighborhood, I mean, it was fun when the kids were little. Because they enjoyed it so much. But after they all went to school and started going separate directions, and all of them got cars and could drive, they weren't interested in the swimming pool anymore. So it cost too much to keep it going, because that's an expense right there. Hey, Pamela, I haven't seen you in a few days. I hope you've been doing okay, girl. We must not have been able to connect, girl. Yeah, you survive, learn respect, right from wrong, and to behave right. That is exactly right, Wanda. And, really and truly, we probably need to have a few more of those little tan hides getting tanned, but that is my opinion. There's a difference between teaching a child right from wrong by some punishment and beating a child. I don't agree with that, but I do think we're going to have to figure out something to get them to learn how to act right. Because some of them, I'll put it to you this way. This was the perfect example. We went in McDonald's one night, and we're in McDonald's, and there are these kids in there, and they are the most unruly children I have ever seen in all of my life. They were awful, y'all. And they got, hey, Miss Quality Crafts by Kathy, how are you doing? Thank you for the stars, Miss Mary. Oh, well, thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. But anyway, these little kids, they were just being bad. They found the high chair in the McDonald's restaurant, and one of them much too big, got into this high chair, and the other one is pushing them around. And I mean, they're like on a go-kart track in McDonald's, going around and around up next to where the people are trying to check out their food and out into the dining room. And these little kids, they took off out the door and they're running up the street. And the mama absolutely has no control. She's lost. And at one point, she just quit. And there was this lady came in and she had sat down. And when those little kids ran out and that woman was sitting there, she looked at that woman. She says, "Your kids have absolutely no home training." I was like, oh my goodness. And I thought to myself, she already knows that, hon. But it's like, ooh. She said, "Your kids have absolutely no home training." But I mean, these weren't big kids. Too big to be in a high chair, but they weren't. I would have been concerned mine running out the door, running up the street, but she probably wished somebody had kidnapped them the way they's acting. Oh my goodness. I don't like it. Thank you, Tina, for the 5-star rating. I appreciate you, girl. I don't like for kids to be up and running around in restaurants and stuff like that. I don't mind hearing kids, like if they're laughing or talking. And I mean, sometimes kids are going to cry in a restaurant. I'm okay with that. But I don't want them up running all around tables and stuff like that. Hey, Miss Linda, where did you get the pumpkin? It is in my shop. It's got some more moving pieces we were going to put on it too. So don't go anywhere. We'll decide what I was going to go where in a little bit. If I can paint like I'm not drinking, which I'm not. Hey, Miss Debbie Milner, how are you? But that was probably one of the craziest things. But, you know, you got to be careful what you say to people anymore, especially in a restaurant like that, because people, they want to fight you anymore. Your kids knew better than to act like anytime you said they have to look, and they knew they better straighten up. Lori, don't you know, I remember when Blake was little, he was maybe 4. He wasn't 5. He was 3 or 4 years old. We were at Applebee's. And he was wanting to try me. And Blake was always a tender-hearted little child. He was always, you know, he never was really bad. But he had decided he was just going to do his own thing, and he kept on being loud. And I told him, I said, you need to be quiet. These people aren't coming here to hear you. You need to be quiet. Well, he kept on. And I looked at him and I said, if I have to talk to you again, we're going to the bathroom. He looked at me and did it again. So I took him up out of his little seat and I set him on the ground and I said, let's go to the bathroom. And he looked up at me with those big old blue eyes. He says, Mama, are you going to whoop my butt? I said, yes, Blake, I am. And the man was sitting behind us, this little older man. I started past the table and he reached out and touched my arm. He says, don't hit him too hard. He's so sweet. And of course, I felt like a dog then. But I went in there and I didn't beat him. I just popped him and I told him, I said, when I tell you to behave, you behave. I said, we're not acting out like this in a restaurant. But you know what? Now, when he goes into a restaurant, he's got some manners. He's not just running around like kids without any home training. But now, my little sister, she was the monster. She was bad, y'all. she would have tantrums if she wanted something, which she was the baby and she was the spoiled one. None of the rest of us got spoiled like that. And am I jaded a little bit? Yes, I am. I ain't even gonna lie. Stuff she done, I would have died an early, painful, slow death. And but anyway, we'll get past that. And you got to make a believer out of them, Lori, I know. But if she wanted something, Mama would tell her no, and she would immediately drop to the floor and be like, ah! I'm like, I'm sitting here waiting on her to be like beat publicly in the store. And Mama is like, get up, I'll get it. What? You'll do what? No, you're not getting that. Oh my gosh. Man, how did that happen? Hey, Patricia. Oh my goodness. So, little mean thing. I can't believe she got away with all those things. Oh my goodness. At least I'm honest that I'm jaded about it. Oh my. Hey, Miss Sharon Smith, how are you doing? I hope you are good. It's been a long time no talk to. Oh, man. Oh, y'all, remind me, I'm going to show you in a minute what I did last night because, you know, I ran out of time. So I'll show y'all what I did. I finished it. Fredna's in the house. Hey, Miss Judy Davis. Miss Judy Davis, I saw where you had a birthday this past week. Or the week we're coming out of. Y'all, that's a lot of yellow paint, isn't it? You would have picked her up, kicking and screaming, and took her straight to the car. She wouldn't have gotten anything. That's me. But, you know, I had a friend and her little kids. I'm going to tell you what. We would go into a store because our husbands both worked at the same place. And when they were working, we would like get together and, you know, hang out, go have lunch or dinner or whatever. And she had two kids. She had a little girl that was Blake's age and a little boy that was younger. And we would go into a store and y'all, her kids would immediately just be like, it was like they had an octopus, like they had 100 arms. And if she told them she wouldn't get anything, they would scream and holler. And Blake knew if he did that, you're not getting anything. And so she asked me one day, we were walking through the store and her kids were screaming and hollering and acting and crazy. And she's like, how do you get him to not act like this? I said, he knows, one, he would get beat to death if he done something like that. And two, he wouldn't get anything. I said, he would leave with nothing. And her kids that day left with nothing. Now, if she ever did it again, I don't know. But, boy, they were bad because they didn't get anything. But, her youngest, have y'all ever heard of this before? I never seen a child do this before in my whole life. He came up, he was missing in the house one night. I was at their house. And we couldn't find him. And I'm like, he's got to be here. Well, I go by and I hear something in the bathroom. Lights out, but I hear something in the bathroom. Y'all, I open the bathroom door and he is literally in there with the toilet paper rolling off and he's eating this toilet paper. I'm like, I found him. I said, why is he eating toilet paper? And I said, are you hungry? And he's like, no. She's like, oh, he does it all the time. We have to keep the bathroom. Now, why does a kid eat toilet paper? Maybe a vitamin deficiency? I hope. I don't know. It's got to be something. Because, you know, I had a friend when she was pregnant. She craved coffee grounds. And she would eat, like, coffee, she wouldn't even, like, brew the coffee. She would just, like, the ground up coffee, she would get it in a spoon and eat it. And then even after she made coffee, she would eat the grounds. I told her, I said, this baby's going to have some problems if you don't quit doing that. redness at attention. Oh, I don't know if he did it for attention or not. But he was like in there, no lights or anything. Like he was hiding in a closet eating toilet paper. I was like, woo. And he did that for a long time, though. You had a cousin when she was little. She would go in the bathroom and eat all the ivory soap. Ugh. Oh, when she came over. Ugh. That's gross. Well, y'all, I shouldn't even tell y'all this, but I'm going to tell you. You remember years ago, I'm trying to think of the name of the toothpaste. It was in this white container. It was my favorite toothpaste. I was so upset when they got rid of it. But it was in a container about that tall, and you just mashed the top of it, and it came out. I can't think of that. Name of that. I want to say Mentadent, but I don't believe that was it. Maybe it was. Anyway, I woke up one morning, and I was getting ready for work. And I wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing. And I went to brush my teeth, and I just hit that thing, and I put that thing in my mouth, and y'all, I had hit the liquid soap. After that, the toothpaste went to the other side of the sink. I'm like, that was bad. Ugh, it was awful. That's what you heard. It was a vitamin deficiency. It's got to be something like that, because I don't know of kids that are just going to eat something like that for no reason. Got to be. No thank you on eating soap or toilet paper. I agree with you, Brittany. That's bad. And brushing your teeth with liquid soap is not a good idea, so. Mentadent. Okay, I thought that was it, Shelly. I loved that toothpaste. I was upset when they got rid of it. I wonder what happened to it, because it was a good toothpaste. I don't like toothpaste that you got to squeeze. Hey, Kelly. Thank you for sprinkling me out. I appreciate you. Well, guys, up after me is Miss Carol Ruth with Carol Ruth's Creation Station. And Miss Carol Ruth always has some awesome projects, so I know y'all will love it. And if y'all aren't already following over in the Mischievous Friends group, make sure that you do, because we would love to have you over there. Hey, Miss Tony Chandler, I just saw you come in, girl. I thought I saw you a minute ago, but it passed by too fast. Sorry you're late. You just got back from the store. You're now never late. Anytime you see that little red button up there, you got me live. And if you don't see that, you got me on replay. So, but the event's been going since this morning. So if y'all missed anybody before me, make sure to go and catch everybody on replay. And you can do that straight from the Mischievous Crafty Friends group. So that way you don't have to go in search of everybody. Alrighty, so we got our little cat, we got our bats, and I'm going to put another coat on this, but I'm going to dry that right quick because that yellow is just, you had a sister-in-law that would eat pencils. Tina, how do you eat a pencil? That sounds painful. Kids are coming over for dinner, son. So he is barbecuing. Yum. We had grilled chicken tonight. It was good. I bought some different seasonings. I can't think of the name of them. But some of them are pretty good. I'll have to look at them and tell y'all. But y'all are never going to believe what I did this morning. I made pancakes on the Blackstone. I did. I should have blowed the lid off the phone again. I gotta stop. I'm being bad. I'm being bad. Oh, one bite at a time. No, people eat some crazy stuff. What gets me is like these other countries and stuff that eat bugs. Y'all, I'd starve to death if I had to live in one of them places, I believe. Could y'all eat a bug, or have y'all eat a bug? Hey, Carol, you came in just when I'm asking people do they eat bugs. Cracker Barrel, and had chicken and dumplings, apples, and potato cake. Ooh. Now the apples, I love Cracker Barrel apples. They are good. Did I ever post my hash brown casserole? Let you cook on his Blackstone. He did. Well, he didn't want to. Just saying, he didn't want to. But I wouldn't. He's got that big old Blackstone out there, and I'm not cooking pancakes on the stove when he's got that thing out there, and he just cooked bacon. So he turned it off and I turned it on and cooked my pancakes. Only by accident. What was that? A cat has rascal juice. You always have to watch out for like a toddler. I know pets can be that way though. I used to have a friend that had a rabbit in the house, and y'all, the rabbit used a litter box just like a cat would, but that little rabbit would chew through some wires, and that's what eventually happened to it. It went a little bit too far through the wire. Not good for the rabbit. You've even eaten barbecue. Oh, no, Wanda, no. I would never be able to eat barbecue again if I did that. Barbecue crickets? Where do you buy those? Was you very careful cooking on it? I was. I didn't even shut the lid. I just cooked my little pancakes and went about my little business. They were good, too. I hadn't had pancakes in a long time. All right, so let's see. I'm going to put all this to the side. I think I'm going to put one more coat of orange on that. And then we're going to decide if we think it needs... I got some candy corn. Do we think we need to add the candy corn, do y'all think? Fatima, I don't know what that little thing is, but... Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all sprinkling me out. Like I say, it just keeps everything going here in the group when y'all sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Bugs are a delicacy in some countries. Brenda, that's why I don't live in those countries. You make chicken casserole and dumplings with broth. Ooh, Linda, that sounds good. I love some chicken and dumplings. I made chicken dumplings, but I always make homemade dumplings. My mama used to make hers out of like biscuits, canned biscuits, but I don't like canned biscuits. So I didn't ever eat chicken dumplings at home. You're living Cracker Barrel blueberry pancakes. They're so good. I've never had, that's something I have never had at Cracker Barrel, y'all, is breakfast. Is it good? I don't know. Every time we go there, it's never in the morning time. It's always in the evening, and I've never got breakfast there before. So, I don't know. Sandy, no bugs for you either. No. Tammy, homemade turkey pot pie. Yum. I always make that around Thanksgiving when I got all that leftover turkey. I'll make a turkey pot pie. That's always so good. And it's a great way to utilize your leftovers, too. To keep those from... You like it? I had never had it. I have to try. We don't have a good Cracker Barrel here. Our Cracker Barrel's not good. Now, when we go to the beach, sometimes we'll eat at Cracker Barrel, and they have a really good Cracker Barrel there. You love their French toast. It's the best. Huh. They do serve breakfast all day. They do. Their sausage is good. Well, I'm going to have to try it now. Y'all forcing me to eat some Cracker Barrel. when Mom and you went to Weight Watchers, we would go low-fat breakfast at Cracker Barrel. Well, at least you didn't go to Shoney's, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I love, if any of them's on here, I want y'all to know I love y'all with all my heart. But when I used to lead the Weight Watcher meetings in one of the little towns I did on a Saturday morning, as soon as, well, even on Mondays, it was 2 of the places, because I did like 5 workshops a week. And on Saturday mornings, as soon as they would leave the Weight Watcher meeting, they would go to Shoney's and eat the buffet. And I'm like, all the weight that you lost through the week, you just gained at Shoney's on the buffet. Bless it. And then on Monday nights, the Pizza Inn had the buffet going, and it was across the street from where we met. And so if anybody left anything, all I had to do was go over there to the Dempsey's and take it to them. I had a lady leave her pocketbook one night, and I was like, oh no. And she left her pocketbook, and they're like, well, she's over at Dempsey's. You can take it when we leave. And I'm like, what? And they're like, she's at Dempsey's. And I'm like, what in the world is she doing at Dempsey's? They're like, that's where everybody goes. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And y'all, I walked in that place and everybody starts going. I'm walking through acting like I'm writing down names. Oh my goodness. I loved that job. I had the most fun. Oh my goodness. It was a blast. Alright. And I'm going to put a little bit of the darker purple on, and then we'll see if we need our candy corns on. And I'll show y'all what it's going to look like. I'm not even going to say I'm going to finish early. I'm not. Y'all know better. I'm trying to do better, trying to get projects that I'm going to finish. But I think I can finish them when I start them. Oh, Christy, it was funny. But, hey, I'm going to tell you what. I don't know if y'all have ever... Do y'all have Shoney, or did y'all have Shoney's? They shut down most of them around here. But, oh, Tammy, I miss you too. I hope you weren't one of the Shoney's crew. Oh, my word. But, I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, Giselle, your craft cottage. How are you? Y'all, Miss Giselle was on earlier, so if y'all missed her, she had a marathon. She and Sandy's Burlap and Bling, they were on a little bit longer than an hour. I think someone had to cancel last minute, so they just extended their times to fill the spot, so we didn't have a gap in the group, and that was so sweet of them to do that. But your local Shoney's just closed. Oh, that's what I'd asked. Do y'all have a Shoney's? Well, I'll tell y'all something about Shoney's. We used to go to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And we always stayed at this little, I'm trying to think of the name of the place. I can't think. But there was a Shoney's that was right down the road from it. And so in the mornings, we would just go and eat breakfast there when we were on vacation. Hey, Miss Shasta, how are you doing? And so we were at this Shoney's, and some people got up that were around us to leave. And when they did, the little bus boy came. You know, the one that, like, takes the dirty dishes and stuff off of the table. And that little fella, he got to slinging stuff. And, I mean, he was like, and he was twisting things, and they were twirling them around on his, I mean, I literally could have stayed in the place, y'all, all day long and watched this man do his job. And I mean, he was there for like 3 or 4 years. And we went, the last time we went in there, he wasn't in there. And I asked, I said, where is the little man that used to clean the tables? And he was so entertaining. And they're like, he had to move away. He doesn't even live around here anymore. And I'm like, oh man, that's so sad. And we never went there again, y'all. It just wasn't entertaining anymore. Hey, Rose. Hey, Miss Jackie. Oh, Brittany, you miss me a lot. Well, I'm on, girl. I'm on. I'm going to be on the lot next week, so. All right. We might need some more on that, but we're going to see if we want the candy corn first. Let's dry up a couple of these little things, and we'll see if we want the candy corn. They might be cute on it, but I'll let y'all decide because we got 15 minutes. You can't even balance 2 plates, Cindy. Me neither. That's something I never did, was work in a restaurant, because I would have been wanting to throw food on somebody. They get to screaming and hollering about something. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have done that, y'all. But that is something I never, ever had a desire to do, is work in a restaurant. Hey, Belinda. But I do think that people that work in restaurants are way underpaid. That's a lot of work and tough dealing with people like that, I would think, especially when it comes to their food. And most of the time, the waitresses get blamed for food problems when it's the kitchen, not the waitress. So, that's the saddest thing, is they end up not getting a tip because the kitchen messed something up horribly. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay, I'm going to show y'all what, ooh. Okay, well, let's just do this. Maybe I can get it apart. All right. So we have a face. And I'm just putting glue dots on until we decide if we like it or not. I'm going to put that down here. What do we think about one right there? Maybe put one right here. So we got bats. The bats need to be lighter color. We'll dry brush them with some white. And then let's dry this right quick. I think we need the candy corns. What do y'all? When is the witch dress up? What witch dress up? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. I talked to Winnie. Do y'all remember Winnie from my sister? She is coming, and I think she's going to craft with me. Well, she actually is going to start out for me because I think it's October 30th. So y'all will have to set your calendar. So we have a little kitty cat here. We have that. And so I've got these little candy corn. What do we think about putting? Let's do them. We'll see if we like them. And I'm going to dry brush these little things. Hey, Jerry. How are you? But Winnie is going to be here on October the 30th. Who remembers Winnie from last year? Y'all, she really is bad. I told y'all she's bad. Y'all liked her, though. She's probably watching me now like, I can't believe you're telling them that. She has an accent, too. But I told y'all she's a witch. Really. She's awful. Awful, awful. But I love her. You know, you got to love your sister. Especially your twin. Right? Y'all throw up some hearts if y'all remember her. Let's see how many of you remember. All right, candy corn, I think, starts out white, don't they? They're white, orange, and then yellow, I think. Okay, I got a bunch. Oh, y'all love Winnie. Oh, no. Winnie's cool. Y'all, Winnie's, I think she put a spell on y'all. Because y'all know. You loved her. Well, she'll be back. I asked her to come before that, but she said she didn't know if she would have time. She would try, but she's definitely coming because, you know, she's got a big night on the 31st. So she said she would definitely be here on the 30th. You're newer to my page, Janelle. You'll have to come and meet my sister. She's a mess. A mess. Y'all tell. You can't miss her. She is too bad. Bad, bad. Hey, Miss Pam King. Oh, my. Well, some of y'all that are new to my page, if you are not already following over on my page, y'all need to because y'all won't want to miss Winnie. Winnie the Witch. Literally. Literally. Krista, I think Winnie actually came to visit in one of your events, didn't she? I think I was in one of your events when she showed up. Not often am I late to crafting, but every now and again, if I have to be, then I hate to cancel. I just will try and get somebody to fill for me until I can get there. So, gotta be careful. At least you have siblings. Yours are all in heaven. Oh, Janelle, I'm sorry. I do. I'm sorry to hear that. It's always tough. I lost an aunt the other day. I was sad to see her go. She lived a rough life. Miss Tammy Smart's in the house. All right. Y'all, I'm having to hurry now. But Carol Ruth is up next, so y'all don't go anywhere. Hang out and visit with Miss Carol Ruth. She's a hoot. And I know she will have a fun project. She lives in Alabama. I'm in South Carolina. She lives in Alabama. And I was shocked that she is crafted outside so much this year. As hot as it's been here in South Carolina. Whew. I know she's been warm too. Being outside. Because Alabama is about like South Carolina as far as the humidity and all of that. And it has been humid and hot. I am seeing some new faces, so if y'all aren't already following over at my page, I would love for y'all to. And if you aren't following over at the Mischievous Crafty Friends, you know, the name says it all. I think we all got to be mischievous to be in here, so. Oh, my goodness. We earned it. Being mischievous don't mean you bad, though. Right? Hey, Sandy Kenny. Well, if y'all are seeing the live red button in the top corner, just know that you are catching me live. And if you don't, then you're catching the replay. Make sure that you hashtag replay So I know you stopped by to visit. We're fixing to be done, y'all. We got 7 minutes. I might actually finish. And make sure to go over and join the group as well. And thank you, Miss Krista, with Krista's Crafts, for having me. I appreciate you. And like I say, if y'all missed anybody else, make sure to go back into the group and catch all the replays. They'll be there for 30 days, but then they are removed. So you got 30 days to check them out. But you know what? That's what I do a lot of times, like in the evenings. If I miss somebody, I'll go and catch replays. And if you are not, oh, I will tell you this, touch my nose. I'm going to give y'all opportunity to punch me in the nose. I know some of you want it, but touch my nose and it'll pop up and tell you whether you are following me or not. If you have followed me in the past, you may not be following me, because there are about 3 people today that I know I was following that I was not anymore. And Facebook did 3 updates last week. So oh, I know the correct order of the candy corn. I like candy corn. Most people don't like candy corn, Krista. I do. And I know some people are like, ah, but I like it, y'all. But I'll tell you what I like even more is I like the ones that are white, orange, and then brown. I think they call those harvest corn. Those are my favorite. But I do like candy corn. And they actually need another coat of paint. But I'm going to put it all together, and then I'm going to show y'all my sign from yesterday. And I'm just using glue dots because I'm going to put another coat of paint on a couple of these little things. And the glue dots will hold everything up until, I don't want to use that one or that one. It's delicious mixed with peanuts. Krista was trying to make me say that. I'll get banned by Facebook for saying something like that. Oh my goodness. It's fixing to break loose, y'all. It's about time for me to be over. All right, let's put a little dry brush on our bats so we can actually see them. And my nose is itching. All right, and they're hurt. Oh, they are, Krista. They definitely are. Let's see. I think I'm going to put him right there. And then for our little candy corns, and these little glue dots, y'all, they're really good, especially if you want to take a project apart. They're really good for like seeing how you want to place something or something like that. Your baby called me and had to jump off to watch it. Oh no, girl, don't worry about it. Y'all know I don't ever get mad if y'all can't watch when I'm live. I love that you, if you can, but if you can, I'm not ever mad. Life's too short to be mad about things like that. I love for everybody to come and join me if they can, but if you can't, then that's okay. I just touched that up all kinds of ways. All right, so here is our little, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And then Miss Carol Ruth is going to be up, and y'all will want to hang out and visit with Miss Carol Ruth. And make sure to go over and follow over the Mischievous Crafty Friends group and see all of the other ladies that are over there. Y'all look how, well, we got our candy corns just falling all around. Darn candy corns don't act right there. So that's what we did tonight. And then last night, y'all, I'm going to just say this before I show you. I am like stoked about how my crackle came out. Y'all look at that crackle. What do you think? That turned, and it's got like the little stands on the back. I didn't put them in, but I'm gonna give y'all a little hint and a little secret. If you ever get anything from me that has these little stands, glue these on. But it also comes with these little biscuits that go in, and that's what holds it up. That's the stand. Don't glue those on with regular glue. Use hot glue. Because when you get ready to store this away, you want it to be flat. You don't want this big old piece sticking out in the bag. If you glue it with like wood glue or super glue, you're not going to be able to get that off. If you use hot glue, you can get your hairdryer or your heat tool heated up, and that little biscuit's going to pop right out. So you won't have to worry about that. So this is what I did last night, and this is what I did tonight. So we can transition from our Halloween to our fall. But this is pretty big. It's 4 separate pieces, and y'all saw this one here is so cute. I want a little ghost though to like come out from the side. Don't y'all think a ghost would be cute on that? Maybe lose one of the bats and put a ghost on it. What do y'all think? I think we might do that. I gotta go. Krista's fixing to give me the big old boot, so I'm gonna leave before she does. Y'all, I hope y'all had a great day. Make sure to go over, follow the Mischievous Crafty Friends group. Also, make sure to come over and join me on my page. We have lots of fun, y'all, just so you know. Lots of stories and lots of, we just have fun. Y'all, talk to you later. Have a great Sunday. I will see y'all tomorrow. Go check my calendar and